Hello, I'm Damien, and I am Gamian. And it's Chained Echoes time, yay! I guess. When last we left off, we went through a forest full of swampy goodness. It wasn't really much of a forest, it was more of a swampy goodness kind of thing, but yeah, no. Words. Oh, but yeah, it was a fungus-infested forest of some variety, and we traversed through it, and found our way, I think, from there to the, to caves and things or whatever. We found our way to a place. That cathedral that we were trying to get to. The, not cathedral, but monastery. We got to the monastery, and, did that really all happen last time? Because, yeah, we got to the monastery, we learned a few things, didn't really find what we were looking for, though. And then we got attacked by, yeah, I guess that was everything. And then we ended up getting attacked by the people who were after Sienna, those friggin' bandit people. And then we ran! Although that happened before the monastery, and then we decided to fight them at the monastery anyway. But then one of the generals of Frederick showed up, and he was like, hey, you guys need to go away. But then some guy in big old black sky armor showed up, and everything was kind of crazy and wild, and it was a thing. But ultimately, Lynn surrendered under the promise that, the friend, the usual promise that you see in those kind of situations where the friend, she's like, hey, promise me that my friends will be allowed to leave and not be hurt and stuff, and I'll go with you. And so, of course, we all got captured because we were asked to not fight back and stuff. Everyone is captured and brought up to the airship of Frederick. I forget what the airship was called, though. I think it started with an A, the Aurora. There we go. And it turned out, of course, that Frederick had no interest in maintaining his claims of, not being, of keeping us safe and everything. Also, some slapping happened back and forth, some yelling at each other about, people being terrible people and, people fleeing their duty and stuff like that. And it all ultimately worked out to a jailbreak on the airship. And we went and we rescued Lynn, and we finally got a sky armor, and that was pretty cool. And then the Grand Grimoire was accidentally activated, and that drew the attention of the gods. Apparently, all the eyes in the skies searching for the weapon which got set off. And Glenn was very, very unhappy because, once again, he did accidentally set off the Grand Grimoire, and a lot of people potentially died, or at least a lot of destruction happened. We don't really know exactly, it fell beyond enemy lines, as far as Taran is concerned. But I don't know, I don't recall if it actually fell into an area that's like, oh, that's an occupied area, and look at all that death. Either way, Glenn is very unhappy, and he ran off apparently, but everyone else found him recently. And he's been busy being Terra, having seemingly taken in a bunch of orphans or something, and is trying to take care of them. And that's where we left off. What were we actually doing? We were buying some groceries. See? That's all it was. Oh... Flandrin lives on trading goods between the three countries, but if no one trades, we can't collect custom duties, so we won't even earn a single arc. Yeah, that's kind of lame. The king just can't raise all the taxes. At least he should have spared us Tyrrhenians. Lord Gustav and our sons fought bravely for him. Well, I guess I keep doing that to you then. I don't know whether I should say good or apologize. I'll take it as a compliment regardless. It just means I play games that interest you. And that's always a good thing. Here you go. Thank you for shopping with us. Okay, thanks. Oh no. Why did you have to bring up the fact that the name Gustav came about? Oh no, I will do my best to resist the egg. Thanks. Okay, now back to the children. Who is this boy? I haven't seen him before. He appeared here 3 months ago, almost starved to death, but declined any offer for food. I bet he's another victim of this war. Probably, but anyway, he's living now in the abandoned mansion in the west. In that spooky place all alone? Didn't you hear something about orphans or children or something? Supposedly not alone. He told Parkus that he's taking care of some orphans there. Oh, is he now? Interesting. Clearly I need to go obtain these orphans and sell them or something, because everyone in this game is terrible. Hi. Luckily, Flandern is pretty wealthy, so our shelves are nicely filled. Is it, though? I guess. It's the wrong way. I'll take that, though. A finger-given wing. A few months ago, the adults somehow looked much more serious than before. Is it because my brother left? Mom says he had to join the king's army. What does that mean? Rat. Hello. You look hungry. Here, have a meal. Well, thank you. Can I have another one? No. But I want it. I want a second meal. What about second breakfast and all of that? In Valandis, he who rules the mountains rules the gold. It is not only because Valandis is rich in raw materials, but also because all trading routes lead through here. I cannot accept food. I did too much bad. Drinking stack. Gold ore. I have controlled the ore, which means I control the mountain, or something. This is not really a mansion, so haha! Yoink, 105. Ah! Flandern is the wealthiest village in Kotara, and Lord Gustav is the most powerful man. He is called the Giant of the Mountain. When he was younger, he crushed all his opponents with his array of huge weaponry. I should probably be retaining some of this information. I am not. My brain is everywhere. Another finger-given wing. Some Great Sword Master and Countermind up. Machine Killer, Beast Killer. Bloody Compass, where am I? I'm over there. Okay. Repair kit. Oop, that's a cave. That's a... You're too late. Next time, try to be faster than me, sucker. Love, BB. P.S. Yes, I took the time to rebuild the stone pile in front of the entrance in order to further crush your expectations. Okay. A festive ribbon. Sorry, festival ribbon and a blueprint. What does these do for me? Blueprint. Deal 10% more damage against monster types of machinery. I have a generic blueprint, therefore I know how to beat all machines. And dark resistance because, you know, who can be dark and brooding when you have a festival ribbon in your hair? Off I run then. Okay, those were the gold chests I saw there. So back through the cave, back through this cave. Upstairs. Upstairs further. Around stairs. Back to going home, I guess. To the giant mansion that only ghosts and children live in. Oh. We are still lucky in our misfortune. As traders, we in Flandern are not dependent on the snow people who had to join the king's army. I'm not sure if I said snow people, young people. I think I said snow people. Are not dependent on the young people who had to join the king's army. Rock Bottom, with its mines and Basel, with its fieldwork, have been hit much harder. They simply need the strength of the youth. Yeah, no, I mean, you know why my brain is distracted. Hurry up, we have deadlines we have to meet. A meal. Lord Gustav once revolted against King Valheim III. It was a fierce battle, and Lord Gustav lost. The king showed mercy and let him live. However, the tributes were increased, and his son Rob was sent to court as the king's ward. Oh, Rob is the son of an egg eater. Got it. No wonder Rob is as terrible as he is. This is too much for me. The war in Volantis is over, but a new one has broken out against Nabrelia. I just can't go on. I'm at my limit. You'll be okay, probably. Until the entire city explodes because I dropped a magic rock again. There you go. Ooh. A giant's hide. Old man doesn't want to talk to me, though. Can't go inside the church. Pick up that pebble. It's nice and shiny. A drinking stock. A rat. That's 2 rats now. I have taken all the rats. Excuse me. It has been 3 months now since I arrived here. I built a slide and a singular swing. Never mind, they were there before I got here. Boy, this place is a wreck. Just like me. An abandoned mansion. A good place to die as any other. Ah. Another nightmare. Looks like my body needs food, huh? I don't think there's anything here. I should just starve to death. There's no meaning to my life anyway. Keep quiet already. Please help us. How are there 5 of you? Huh? Children? Do you have something to drink? What are you kids doing in a place like this at this hour? We are hungry. We are lonely. I feel like these children are not even real. I feel like they are absolutely just ghosts. Because what child who is not a ghost child says, "We are hungry. We are lonely." Especially when there's 5 of them. There is no one to take care of us. Can you take care of us? Me? This is Bonnie, Chica, Freddy. Me? I don't think I can be of much help. I'm so hungry. Then we will die, just as the others. Okay, okay. I don't want to die. ... triple dot. Maybe there's some canned food here. Tell me, everyone. Who showed up before I got here? Who was wearing nothing but purple? Ah, PETA. Stop it! Get off the swing now! Suin. No, it's my turn. Yeah, for 100 hours already? Glenn, he's been on the swing for 100 hours. Isn't that true? It was just 5 minutes. Liar. It's not realistic he's been on it for 100 hours. Sue it and get off. You need to share. You should ask more politely. On the one hand, he's a little bitch. On the other hand, it is never bad to instill the lessons of politeness to a child. I'm probably wrong about that, but I would rather more children be at least vaguely polite. Fine. Swin, would you kindly let me on the swing again? Okay, but only 5 minutes, and it's my turn. Deal. Stop it, get off the swing now! No, it's my turn. Yeah, for 100 hours already. That's a fine liar. I'm going to maintain polite. There, we've talked to both of you. Please watch over the children for me while they're out here, Mr. Buzzard. You have a lot of forehead. Did you get what... Huey? Did you get what I wanted? Some bonanzas, right? What? No, I hate bonanzas. I got a lot of dapples. Not exactly what I wanted, but I'll take it. You little bitch. Pancakes. So awesome, I can't wait. There. I totally got what you wanted. But also, you're a little bitch. You can eat them when they die, like the rest. Like all the rest. Yes. All for you, Mr. Buzzard. Is there a cage here? Do I have a cage? I got boxes. Oh, I do have a cage. I should put them in the cage. This is Leo. Did you know that the whole continent of Galtina was overrun by a ginormous fungus and other people had to flee? I can't imagine such a huge mushroom. Do you think it's as tall as Volandis' Falfalaran tree? Ah, the beast was here as well. Are you crying? Leo made fun of me for being smaller than him. Do you think I will grow taller? Maybe. Only maybe? Well, there's some cool things you can do by being small. For example, you could be a sky armor pilot. Because of their size and to save energy, only people of a certain height are being drafted. A sky armor pilot? You think I can be a sky armor pilot? Sure, if you want to throw your life away like I did. Did you hear that, Leo? I can be a sky armor pilot. That room's blocked off, but why? I want those goodies. Yoink. Repair kit. Brake extender. Hard shell. It's... How long are you going to keep this up, Glenn? You again. Are they the solution to your problem? These kids? You think this is going to make up for anything? No, I know it's not the solution, but it's the only thing I can do right now. You should open the door. Oh, that's not true. You could... Shut up. Why should I listen to you? You don't even tell me who you are or what you want or why I'm able to hear your voice. That's really rude of you, Glenn. These kids. Your voice. Maybe I'm just starting to go crazy. These kids probably don't exist after all. That must be it. I'm tired. A new day. Can I really stay here any longer? Probably not, because genuinely I think those children don't exist. I finally found you. Ha! It's I! Victor. So this is where you spent the last 3 months? Pretty lonely place. How you doing? I'm okay, I guess, compared to where I was 3 months ago. But tell me, why are you here? I'm here to conscript you back into the party. Just visiting an old friend and... Oh, forget it. Truth be told, I'm here because our battle isn't over yet and we need you, Glenn. Taran will not stop using the Grimoire against humanity. Lynn, Rob, Bothraz, even Sienna, they're still on our side. We're not done with our mission yet, so come with me. Well, what's a good-for-nothing like me going to be able to do for you? Pilot a sky armor, of course. I've seen your fighting skills in a sky armor. You defeated your opponents effortlessly. Then you must have also seen me destroy an entire swath of land as well. Triple dot. Glenn, that was terrible indeed. But you want to hide here for the rest of your life? Are you going to keep running away from the truth? Running away from the truth? No. I've been thinking for the last 3 months, and I've come to a conclusion. You know, when the Grimoire first exploded by my sword, I wasn't to blame. And since I wasn't, I was able to hide in a hut for a year and try to push the images out of my head. I didn't owe it to anyone to do anything. Now, the situation is different. After all, I was holding on to the Grimoire when it got shot out of my hand, and that makes it my fault. I can't deny the guilt, and it weighs heavily on me. I would love to pay for my mistake with my life, but that's not possible. My life doesn't belong to me anymore. It belongs to the deceased. So does that mean? Even though I would like to hide from the world, I can't do that. I have to go out and help the people I owe it to the dead. I have to go out and help the people, period. I owe it to the dead. Then you'll come with me. I'm not sure. I want to do good, but I'm not sure your path is the right way. We can stop a weapon of mass destruction. You can't do any better than that to help the people out there. Can't I? I know that, but I'm afraid of making another mistake. Like not dodging at the correct time in the correct way and getting the Grimoire shot out of my hand. That was on me for my random dice roll for my defensive dodge. I rolled dodge, and it wasn't a good enough roll, and therefore it's my fault. It weighs on me heavily. But I can't be blamed for the first time, because I didn't know what the Green Grimoire was. But now that I know what it was, and someone else shot it out of my hand, it's 100% my fault. But you're not carrying the burden alone, Glenn. Back then, we all made the decision to steal the Grimoire together. We are all to blame for what happened, and that's why we have to make it right. I mean, I have a very hard time accepting and agreeing with the whole we are to blame for what happened when it's like, okay, well, if you didn't steal the Grimoire, it would have been used to assuredly kill people, rather than maybe it killed people. Because we don't know who was in that swath of land that got destroyed. But just as big of an explosion is going to happen right in the midst of a bunch of actual people. So, I mean, it's kind of a weird thing to me to be like, we are all to blame for what happened. We are at fault and we must make this right, specifically because it is us who done did the thing. When someone else shot it out of one of our hands, and it means that it could not really be helped, but that is our fault. I'm not happy about this. Together, come with us. So, fate is giving me another chance, huh? Could you give me a moment? Sure thing, I'll wait outside. I have to say goodbye to all the children who don't exist. Are you going to abandon us? You don't really exist, so I'm not abandoning you. Then you have to stay here. We need you. You need me? But you're not even real. That's a lie. You're nothing but an illusion of my mind. Oop. If I stay here any longer, I'll only go crazier. Look at me. I'm either talking to ghosts or a voice inside my head. We need you. Do you? No. It's the other way around, isn't it? You don't need me. I need you. You're the lie I live with here. Because of you, we don't have any parents anymore. Because of you, we're alone. It's your fault. You killed them. Back then, after the disaster, I needed something to take the burden off of me. I needed a way to earn the forgiveness of the dead. I needed you. But now, Sir Victor has given me the opportunity to make a difference. I'm scared to no end, but... You can't get rid of us! We'll come after you! No matter where you go, we will remind you of your crime every step of the way! They're gone. A reasonable decision. You're still here, though. Well, I've still got you, I guess. Ghost children! Ooh. Here, have some chocolate. Thank you, mister. Sir Victor. Ah, Glynn. Okay, that... that makes me a little more confused than anything. Because if they are figments of Glynn's mind, how was Victor talking to... I don't think that was supposed to be PETA. I thought PETA was the little girl who was yelling about wanting to get on the swing. But either way, how did he just give one chocolate if they're a figment of Glenn's imagination? Glenn, there you are. You can see the child? I guess I'll explain it to me. Oh, where'd he go? Well, I can't see him anymore. Kids these days are surely fast. But how? Glenn? Sir Victor, I made up my mind. I'm coming with you. I want to face the truth. Excellent, Glenn. The first step is the hardest. You should be proud of yourself. We will stop the Grand Grimoire together. That's X200O Sky Armors. Models Paris, Merlin, Agamemnon, and Olivia. Are they ours? It wasn't cheap, but I knew you'd be happy. Sir Victor didn't spare any effort. He was sure that they would persuade you to come with us. Hi, I'm here. Sienna, you're really helping Sir Victor? She sought me out of her own accord and offered to help. Can you believe that? Am I not generous? I offer my airship and myself as a capable fighter and pilot to our cause. Isn't that a great deal? And most surprisingly, she didn't want anything in return. Oh, sure, laugh at my generosity. I'll get my paycheck somehow. Worst case, you will have our gratitude. Oh, wonderful. I wonder what shops I'll be able to spend that gratitude of yours at. Let's not dawdle. The Himmel Skies is not safely parked. Bathraz, so you're still supporting us too. We have a contract to abide by, don't we, Victor? That's right. He dances to my tune, and you know I'm a pretty musical kind of guy. Get in the sky, Armors. The Himmel Skies is parked atop Mount Rydell, beyond Taryn's watchful eyes. We will use the airship to pay a visit to Lady Brian in New Warrenshire. We need a bit of help from her for our venture. I'll explain it to you in detail later, Glenn. Let's go. So you're saying I have sky armor now, so here I go on another journey. I hope it's the right decision. Once inside the sky armor, you can press RB again to fly up to the sky, or press LB to descend to ground level. When switching back from fly mode into hover mode, some internal parts of the sky armor is exposed, making it vulnerable. Because of this, you cannot land directly on enemies, in high grass that could entangle your gear, or on water. However, once in hover mode, you can hover over water the same level or through high grass. Yay! Sky armor. So if we press it again, we're now in flying mode. Cool. And then LB to land. Okay, so these ones are the only ones in my party. Got it. Makes sense, because who would keep Rob along when when Lynn is not with us? Lynn is not with us. That's actually a good question. Why isn't Lynn with us? Where did she did go? And right, yeah, I did forget that part in the recap thing, but Kylian, I tried to remember. I'm like, I know his name started with started with a K. I'm like, oh, where did the L go? Kylian betrayed us. Yeah, his sudden but inevitable betrayal happened. So that's why he's not with us. And that would be everyone. Yeah, that's everyone. Anyway, hi. Hi, you need anything? No, but I would like to sell stuff to you. Ooh, I can probably put these into parts now. Oh, that's the Skyrimer stuff. Right, Skyrimer frames, weapons, and the skill RAM. Cool. But we want to get rid of an old puppet. Gold nugget, copper nugget, tulip by 2. Mushroom, blue plate, perpetual lemon, thin wire, finger-giving wing, and some rats. Drinking stocks. Bloody compass pebble. Ooh, we can get this light and heavy armor now because we sold another old puppet. I don't even remember where we got that old puppet from, but it doesn't matter. We did the thing. Bam! Brigadine and chainmail. Bum bum ba-dum. Still need old bark. Okay, so chainmail is the best you got going on right there. And excuse me, and Brigadine is the light armor, right? So bum ba da da dum ba dum. We don't have any stars to learn anything. Might as well hold off on things. You got a cool one you can get. No, you don't. How about you? We can power up one of these things. Wait a little longer, we can master Heal All. Learn get level 2 of Awakened Spirit. I think what I want, no heals. Yeah, Awakened Spirit level. Nope, not doing that way. There we go, and Sienna. Bum bum ba-dum. We only need 2 to master Ether Sucker, so we'll hold off there. Oh no, I can't jump across. If only I had Sky Armor. Wrong button again. Sky Armor twice. Sky Armor down. Get some gold ore. Sky Armor. Wrong button. I'm going to do that a lot, aren't I? Look at those big friendly fellas. Oh, that's a gold chest. Leather breastplate. 13 proficiency. You have... No one has any SP right now to be able to gain any of this stuff, I guess. Settings. Paris FP 100. It's the model. It's got a big old great sword. So his has the great sword and the bow gun. We also have evasion, which gives a bonus chance to dodge. 25% chance to get another dodge after dodging. Neat. And 10% chance to dodge in the first place. And immune to blind, sleep, and paralyze. Wow. Let's see what everyone in Sky Armor can otherwise do. Ooh, God damn. Okay, I'm gonna do all that after a moment. What I wanted to do was to check what everyone's Sky Armor can do. So you've got Great Sword, which means you can use Piercer and Poison Salvo. You can do Defensive Break and Support Drones, which, okay, so you're the one who can repair people. And therefore I probably want to give you the immunities. Elemental Cannon, which means you have a Fire Shot, and also the Wild Slash there. And a Glaive for you. which is a leg sweep, and the ether cannon, which gives charge right now. And I can, you know, learn what things are by doing that, but I know what I have a fair idea of most of them. That's just a fire attack. That's single physical blow for 2 times damage. Bum bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum ba 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 bum. I could also swap people's, you know, armors around by being like, I don't want you to have that one, I want you to have that one, or something. But they do have different things. So the Agamemnon is the tanky boy. The Olivia is definitely the speedy attack one. And the Merlin is magic. That makes sense. You're all probably using the ones that you should. Because the Paris is physical. Yeah, this is also an attack one. But not via crit or anything. But yeah, everyone just maintain what you got. Okay, so let's give evasion to who has the lowest defense. Well, both of you, but you have less HP. So gain evasion. And then you, as our support friend, gain status resist. And now, what color palettes do I want to use? Oh, I really hope we can get that Anubis model. Let's give this one orange. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pink lady on the chunky. God damn. And Adam 00. Cool. Alrighty. Back to flying. Flying all around the place. Can I not? Okay, no, I'm locked into this location beyond... Wrong button. Locked into this location beyond, yeah, going through this cave and stuff. So let's fight these big-ass, whatever they are. Gear second. They are weak to fire, these big heads. Hell yeah. Gear second. You have to remember the overdrive meter. Poison on that one. Alright, stay in gear first. We're not hurt, so, rude. Also rude. Cool. Oh no, we can't use our cool vehicles inside the caves. I do appreciate that though. Not that we can see it through that, but like if I pop it out and in, it shows us what we're allowed to use in here. Aren't you adorable? Can't use our sky armor in here, so regular fighting it is weak to holy. More importantly, we can steal from them. Who are you? It's you. Okay. Ice Devil. Valifer. How dare you? Bad-mouthing. How dare you? Fucking eat ice, light sword. Rude. Now give me your stuff. Mini Trident. Excellent. Defense buff for us. Fool. Fool. Two weapons summoned. Give me another mini trident. Thank you. Ooh, two of them. Counter attack. No counter attack. Alright, we have stolen from both, therefore we can't use the Aijutsu because no one's paralyzed. I mean, we could, it just wouldn't do very much, so why do that when we can instead poison someone? And by poison, I mean bleed, of course. I should actually remove the Aijutsu then, because we don't really have... No, I think I have use set to be able to, potentially paralyze. Another mini trident. Petal storm. As I slowly remember what things that I got going on, such as that she has earth attached to her weapon. Whoop. Remember, you can't land on high grass, near enemies, or on water. I remember. Wrong button. Okay, so we scout around a little bit. That place has a chest that we're going to want, but also have to fight some big guys. Can't land here. Got to fight more big guys. Oh, these big guys we might have to fight with our little forms. For now, though, we can get these ones. There we go. Rude. Power up. Power up. Help us support drones. Ow. Ow. Dead. Excellent. Ooh, bushy eyelashes. Be defeated. Excellent. Scale armor get, which means that's a stronger regular armor, which is there. Yours has an HP up in it. Yours has nothing in it. So let's just swap yours out. Fly higher. Can we land here? The answer is no, which makes me feel like indeed the intention is we're going to have to, can we travel? Okay, no, but we can travel through tall grass with it. Okay. So we don't have to use our squishy little forms. Gear second. Gear second. Ow. Ow. They should be able to kill them both in this one hit here. Plus, they're both poisoned, so they're going to die no matter what anyway, so we'll just smack them. Smack them both. Yay. New cave to enter. Oh, it's them. Lynn! Rob! Are you alright? What are you doing here? You were supposed to wait at the Hemel skies, huh? There you are! Well, if Steel hadn't parked on top of a nest of Kotara Condor, we would have. We had to flee when the Condor returned. Haku stayed behind. Glenn? You've joined us. I would have guessed it. I knew it from the very beginning. I knew you wouldn't let us down. Is this how you see me? What are you saying? We know your heart is in the right place. After everything that's happened? Puh, listen. We all made the decision together 3 months ago, so get over yourself. You probably think you can take all the blame, but we have our share in this too. We carry the guilt together. Rob, I'm shocked you're actually talking like this, but thank you, I guess. I don't need any thanks, bunker. Shush, shush, shush. Well then, let's not leave Haku alone with the Kotara Condor for too long. He'll end up killing it, and we know how endangered that bird is. Together on a new adventure, shall we, Glenn? Yes. What is this feeling? I remember it from a long time ago. I felt the same when I was accepted into the Band of the Iron Bull. Yes, that's it. It feels good to have comrades again. Alrighty. So now we have to decide who to put in behind who. What? Do you guys have Sky Armor as well? No. It's the Sky Armor only for the main front party, which I guess makes sense, because Sky Armor battles are different. For the moment, though, do we want you to learn something? We want you to learn Heavy Strike power-up, but we can't. What the heck class are you? Or is that just yours? It's probably just yours. Level up throat cut. Good, why not? Okay, so I guess having Lynn behind Bothraz makes sense still. Sorry, I wanted Bothraz here. I forgot immediately how this works. But Lynn here and Rob behind Victor, all the same. Why not? Yeah, sure. Excuse me. Although we could put Lynn in the front and have Glenn hang out in the back. Yeah, I like that more. For now. You know, until Victor's, sudden and inevitable betrayal. Level up Ether Sucker. Heck yeah. So now we just need to level up Life Sucker a couple times. Get that one maxed out, level that up twice, and then, you become the vampire. Good job. Okay. Out we go. Oh. Question. Welcome to Mount Rydell. Question, though. Is that snow or fungus spores? I'm going to guess snow, because it's all sparkly everywhere. You can hover over the water the same as ground level. I'm guessing we can't warp right now. Yeah, not currently possible. Makes sense. Sky armor. You'll get caught up in... Wrong button. Sky armor. Explore the map. As such, we get a Spatha. Welcome to the Spatha. You've got 82 power now. An aged bladed weapon for cutting and thrusting. Ooh, look at all them. And another cave, which indicates that that is the way we're going. We've got to set down here so that we can hover over water, same as any other thing. Demon leather. Hi! Level 2 charge. And by that I mean gear 2. Boop. Ow. Leg sweep. Oh no, I'm sweet. Ow. Oh, I guess it's also the... Just because I noted Glyn is in the party again. I guess it's also a matter of, like, not everyone can pilot a sky armor, and therefore, you know, that makes sense too. Oh, you guys probably have bonus loot. Poison. Please don't hit Sienna. Fuck. Please don't hit Sienna. Thank you. Okay, get out of gear 2. Well, we are overheated because I am not paying attention. Go to gear 2 to help us. Gear 1 doesn't help us, but we can then put Glyn into gear 2 to avoid the overheat. Alrighty. We are slowly learning how to battle in sky armor. Hello, Ice Devils, and look. Both of these lead to the same area, sort of. We're gonna have to go to 6 either way. Is there treasure up here at least? Yes. Ancient skull, heck yeah. I mean, I do want to fight them. I want to fight everything, so here we go. Hi. What kind of elemental are you? Scotty elemental, weak to fire. Fair enough. Pilfer. Ah, ice core. Makes sense. Rude. Ice Stream. Ow. Knocked us out of overdrive. Rude. Ow. Oh, someone's paralyzed, I see. Whatever. It's worth the damage, or the gain. And that knocks us out again because I'm not paying attention well enough. Thanks for the mini tridents. Ow! Ow! Good counterattack. I was hoping it was going to kill the one. That one should bleed to death. They should kill this one, and if it doesn't, then the bleed will do it. You're bad-mouthing us. Fair enough. That died. There we go. Power up with a third eye power. Heal everyone some more. Once more, power up and extend the agility buff that a lot of people were missing. Missed the steel. That's disappointing. There we go. And there we go. SP gained. Treasure. Repair kit. Dry strike and crit damage up. Okay, we cannot take off in tall grass either. That's why this is a regular jump. Got it. Gotta find a spot open enough to be able to be like, hey, armor time. Ooh, secret cave. Hi. I wasn't paying enough attention to you guys. My apologies. There's that ice stream again, which immediately hurts like fuck. Rude. Everyone have crit pat. Don't use Ice Stream again. I don't like it. Critical. Dang. Defense boost. Excuse me. More ice stream. Oh. And we've overheated a good bit. That's my fault. Well, let's not let another ice stream hit us at the very least. Also, because it lets us get out of overheat. You guys are really good at avoiding that. Mini Trident. Bump. Bump. I'd love to keep everyone's agility buff up. But wind attack. No heavy cost that time. Okay. Exchange parts. Okay, 7. We don't know where 8 takes us. This is taking us to 10. Which is connected to 9. Okay, we need to go back to 8. 9 might also take us up there. 8 might just take us to 9, and then 9 will take us back where we were, so that'll be fine. Except that I can't summon my machine here, so, well, fuck me. Guess we're going to find out if 9 takes us back to 8. Wrong. I just wanted map. Okay. Nine is taking us back to 8. Great. Silent hit, Katana Master, region things, and fire something. Silence and sleep. Dry and wet. Attack a Gorget. Just boost attack power and TP. Nice. And magic. Attack and magic and TP. Sure. Hop down. Giant's hide. Eventually, I will remember and understand how to use the enter flight mode button. Excuse me. And then, you know, as we relearned right here, not supposed to do that. Please don't tell me. Okay, good. We didn't leave the area, therefore don't have to refight them. Anything hidden in the waterfall? No. Treasure. Fine wool. Can't even fly higher when there's grass all around. Interesting. Hello, big heads, fight me. I will admit, I don't remember what the actual specific difference between Gear 1 and Gear 2 are. Should probably look that up and just get that in my brain again. I think it makes the abilities technically more potent. It only taught me a million years ago. Yeah, it wasn't a million years ago. It was last time, but still, yeah. I know it increases the TP cost, and it probably increases the my stats in general. Ancient skill. Yeah. Oh, we don't get to pick it, it just gives it to us. I see. Because now, you are a great sword. Yeah, great sword power has become stronger. Attack went up in counter mode. We should have blind salvo now. I think. Unless I have to set them. And over here we should have magic boosties, so the repair all will be stronger. Defense boosties. Defense boosties. Magic boosties. Magic boosties. But you don't have any actual magic yet. In Lake Sweep, so there are any magic boosties. I guess his is just a little higher than the rest because he was already in a sky armor for a little bit. Anyway, hey, anything new here? Not yet. Fair enough. There are new things there to read, but I want tutorials. Sky armor, progression. No. Sky armor battles. And gear. Okay, yeah, they deal and yeah, so yeah, they deal more damage, but they also take more damage. That's it. We have left the sky armor. Okay, I see what the game is wanting me to do. I want to just land my sky armor wherever I feel like it. But what it wants me to do In theory, except I can't do it here. Because, like, Skyrim, I can't go down there. So they want me to get into a regular battle. Oh. I should really look at what Lynn is wearing, because I feel like she is taking much more damage than everyone else. Not much more, but like more than you would think compared to the other people. Heal everyone. Everyone be able to crit, even though most of you aren't attacking. Fire thrust. We have performed a heavy. Excellent. Defense buff. There's the ice stream. Kiss a giddy. Must you keep up with the bad mouthing? Alright, get rid of the stupid ice streaming thing. Everyone be stronger, I guess. We're gonna overheat soon. Luckily, we can power down, unheat by doing that. We really need to use heal all, unfortunately. I feel like their heal all is also not very good compared to the other one. And the other one being Victor there. Rebuff that. There we go. Got a paralyze on someone. Excellent. Yajitsu. There we go. But then what they're going to want me to do is they want me to then go into here again because we got the big heads coming up. Heavy strike increase. More likely to trigger heavy. Drunken Master increase, because it would be very nice for it to be a boost for 3 turns instead of 2. It's not as good because it's a slightly weaker one than his was, admittedly. Because it's not actually maxed out yet. But, you know. Everyone else is still otherwise kind of low, comparatively speaking. Alright. Actually, speaking of, there are... Oh, we do have one now. Obtain 4 class emblems anywhere. Cool. I guess Mount Rydell was not one of these areas. Alright, big heads. Power up. Alrighty, now we can use blind salvo and counter mode and everything. Counter mode. That wasn't single target, you bitch. That wasn't the right person, you bitch. Wrong person again, bitch. Keep punching the wrong people. Fuck. There we go, counterattack. Hell yeah. Oh, I'm glad you missed, because I'm glad we did that. Arm sweep. Alright, in we go. In. Can't in. X50 Sky Armor. In we go. Oh god, another double devil fucking setup here like this. Sure. What else could I have asked for? Hi, stream. Who would have guessed? Excuse me. Alright, we got heavy on the guy in the back. Defense buff. Ice stream again? Of course. Heavy on one of the ones in front. Getting a little sick of your dreaming of ice. Again, heavy on the guy on the front, therefore... No heavy. Oh my gosh, a dream of ice. Bad mouth. How dare you both do the thing? Hey, skill leveled up. Machine killer, light resistance. I finally remembered. What are you wearing, Lynn, that you're not... Like, you just have lower defense than everyone, I guess? The answer is yes, especially mind. Not counting Sienna, who is lower in both counts, but still not great. Because yeah, Sienna also has more HP right now, so that's what it is. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Climbing up. Heading over. Going out. Sky armor. Out of sky armor. Sky armor. Fly armor. Explore around. That's a lot of buzzards. A lot of condors. Over there, it looks like Haku needs our help. I guess it's... Oh, yep, right there. God, that's a big fat thing. I mean, why don't we just leave? Haku can just live with a condor. Alright, fine. Fight me, fat-ass condor. Weak to fire, Cortara Condor, be prepared to die. Act twice? That's a bitch move. Rude and ow. Why are you channeling strong magic? The enemy is preparing a strong attack. Being in Gear 0 and defending is our best option. Well, not all of us can go into Gear 0 and defend. You're in Gear 1, which means there's not much for you to do, but you can still defend. Shifting Sky. Ow. Ow. Now we're overheated. Thanks a lot. Gonna keep overheating if we do that. Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum. If it lasts more than 2 turns, then that's good. Nope, it lasts 2 turns. Great. Awesome. At least Glenn can help bring us down, because he can shift the gear to that gear. Resisted. Kind of had a feeling. Burp, burp. Ba, 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 ba. There we go. The oil actually did get to work. Break your defenses. Extend. Pew. There's the channeling. Preparing a strong attack. Gear 0. Shifting sky. Ow. And there we go. The fattest buzzard in the world has been defeated. Give me my shard. Victory! Yay, Grimoire Shard and 50 SP. How could you leave me behind? How could you leave me behind? We thought you were hiding safely inside the ship. What good would that have done? The Condor would have sucked me out like a Mirandian snail dish. I don't think that's how birds work. Excuse me. Well, Glenn, I'd like you to meet Haku, my only crew member. That's a bit of an understatement. I'm the captain, first mate, and helmsman of the ship, all the same time. Always glad to hear I have a talented young man, such as yourself, at my side. Alright, now jump on the ship before the Condor reappears. It exploded. That's, it's not going to reappear. This is the Himmelskaiser, your airship. Yep, something wrong with her? No, I just expected something more majestic with such a name. True. This thing is more of an airboat. Airboat? I didn't mean to be disrespectful. Harm's done. Pah, let's get going. Oh, good job, Glenn. Now Haku is pissed. You're the one who fucking called it an airboat. Hey, okay, thank you. Hey, you were the one who called this rust bucket an airboat. I heard that. Whoops. Ha 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 ha. Oh, good, it's not again. Your Highness, as ordered, we have raised taxes in all regions. This led to riots in Basel and 5 other villages, but we were able to stop them all in time. Good work, General. ... Triple dot. Is something the matter? If you'll allow me to speak frankly. Go ahead, General. In times such as these, any opinion is welcome here. Well, there's a growing resentment amongst the population. Even our own citizens are on the verge of revolting, what with the increases to taxes and things. Everyone thought the war was over after the battle against Escania, but now the circumstances are even worse than before. People have to pay higher taxes, but at the same time, take in less because of all the young people being conscripted. Resistances keep appearing, and we have to make examples of them. Your Highness, for many years we have dreamed of seeing our flags raised on the walls of Farnsport and Wyronshire, but now they are obscured by all the bodies we are hanging. Dot, dot, triple dot.
As your advisor, I have to ask this question. Your Majesty, is this austerity?
Just a second. 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 Ah! Austerity. Sternness or severity of manner or attitude. Got it.
Is this really necessary? Our army is strong enough. After all, we possess the Grand Grimoire. Moreover, in addition, General Godfrey, General Elena, and General Kenrick now command the powers of the Grimoire. They alone are as powerful as an entire army.
So that's what you think, huh? What about the rest? Well, my prince,
Yeah, I'm a bit confused, Your Highness, but it might be due to my age.
I see. Generals, if you think we are at war only against Nobilia, you are wrong. Escania and Gravo still hate us. Just because we are their new masters does not mean these dogs are going to eat out of our hands. We will not be able to negate their century-old hatred so easily, but we can prevent it from being manifested into violence against us. With their drained bodies, they can do nothing. Once their will is shattered, they will be begging for scraps at our tables, as the dogs they are. I understand, Your Majesty. Furthermore, we only want to use the Grand Grimoire in an emergency. In the upcoming battle against Nobilia, your newly obtained powers will have to suffice, generals.
You don't plan to use the Grimoire. I beg you reconsider.
I have made my decision. Enough for today. I will retire to my chambers.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Who the fuck are you? Welcome back to New Wyronshire, Sir Victor. You have a seagull for a friend. But seriously, the one in front, with the Shakespearean pantaloons and the what is going on with your haircut. That is indeed a seagull of some sort. Mister, I am accompanied by a few more people. This gentleman is Lord Sander. He helps to us restructure Wyronshire as King Frederick wishes. Words. Well, at last we meet, Sir Victor. We missed each other last time. I'm a great admirer of your plays. No one else manages to breathe so much life into such imaginative characters. The pleasure is all mine. I have devoured your plate about the great master Burnhold several times, but say, did it really happen like that, or is it simply a work of fiction? Many people ask me this of me, however, it remains a secret. Maybe I'll reveal it on my deathbed. On the deathbed of an... no, that could take a while. Hew. Lord Sander, Bishop Zacchaeus wishes to speak with you. Oh, of all the times. I hope we get another chance to talk. I'll take my leave. Well then, Tarn Spy is gone. I think I know what business you are here on, Sir Victor. My opinion hasn't changed since last time. But my offer has only expanded. Sir Victor, you want to destroy the Grand Grimoire and end Tarn's reign of terror over Valandis, and I'm with you on that. King Frederick rules with a harsh hand. The people are exhausted and starving. Resistant groups are springing up like mushrooms everywhere. In the last 2 months, I have been visited by several times by such groups. They asked me for my support. My answer was always the same. It's useless. We have no chance. My army has been reduced to 50 men, and I only own 3 airships. I am a puppet of King Frederick. How are a dozen starving rebels supposed to change this situation? So, Sir Victor, tell me, why should I give you any different of an answer than I gave to them?
Because my offer is anything but starving rebels. And because I'm not asking you for men or weapons either. We need permission to fly under your flag and find a place to base ourselves. That's all we want. Lady Bran, our plan is to destroy the Grand Grimoire. Surely we will need a troop to create a distraction in the palace while we advance for the stone, and we will recruit these men ourselves.
And how will you do that? Even your personal wealth has its limits. And for reasons other than gold, no one will follow a rider such as you into battle. Allow me to interrupt Lady Bran. There is even more to offer you.
Wait, aren't you?
Princess Celestia Valkyria of Taran, I am at your service. The princess is fighting on your side. On our side. My brother must be stopped.
If you fear for your head, let the princess be your aegis against King Frederick. And do you know what is better than 1 princess on our side? 2 princesses!
What do you mean? That's a good question. Is Sienna a princess?
Is it Glenn? I'm in contact with Princess Amalia. She leads a resistance group in the Scania and wants to join us.
Are you all serious?
Furthermore, I have not only an airship to use for our cause, but also 4 sky armor.
Oh, Sir Victor. Only you can manage to make me laugh in these sad times. You have actually managed to ignite a spark of hope in me. Now then, you may fly under my banner and bring me Princess Amalia. Perhaps your troop will be able to change things after all.
I will not fail you, my lady.
General Tormund, take Sir Victor to Hermit's Island. It will serve as a base for him. For Princess Celestia, I will have a guest room prepared. No need, Lady Bran. I'll move in with Glyn and Sir Victor. You're putting yourselves in unnecessary danger. I would rather put myself than you in danger. If my brother finds out that I am hiding in your castle, it may have terrible consequences for you. I see your point. Very well then, let the light of destiny show you the right way.
Thank you.
Do not disappoint me. There at a fast travel location, welcome to Hermit's Isle. Are we suddenly Suikoden?
So, this is supposed to be a former pirate island, huh?
Little sunlight, damp walls, and a chill draft. I don't like this place. You'll only catch a rheumatism here.
It's not like we're here for a vacation. So I've arranged everything with Tormund. The last of the paperwork is done.
Paperwork?
We are now registered as an official adventurers clan. Here are our clan crests.
What is a clan?
Outside of Volantis, adventurers organize themselves into so-called clans.
Ah, hello, Struggle.
It is a tradition that is slowly establishing itself here as well. As a clan, we have permission to fly armed around Volantis, at least to a certain degree. Correct, my dear Bathraz. Now we are registered as a clan called the Crimson Wings, and our leader is Glenn.
Me? What?
You've got to be kidding me. Have you ever heard me joke? Well, you probably have. Don't worry about it. It's just a name on a piece of paper.
But why did you do that, Sir Victor? I don't possess any leadership qualities, nor do I have the charisma.
Indeed. But even without those, you're the best recruiter for new allies on our line. This indeed. A name on a piece of paper that makes you liable. As the best sky armor pilot, you're probably the most capable fighter in the whole country, and you can certainly impress some people with that.
Do you really believe that?
In the end, we'll make the decisions together, except for these ones that I just made on my own. Let's take care of Princess Amalia first. Our contact is waiting for us in Basel. He will bring us to Her Highness.
All right, let's set up camp here and leave afterwards. Sir Victor, do you have a moment?
Sure.
What the hell were you thinking? Tell me, what's the real reason?
What do you mean?
You wanted my help to travel to the Keldrin Monastery. You searched for me all over Valandis to fight against the Grimoire. And now you choose me as your leader. Why all this?
There's no reason, Glenn.
Please tell me the truth. There is a reason. You wear 2 amulets around your neck. They are life anchors, aren't they? The jewel in the amulet is connected to the soul of a person and glows when you approach them. It can be used as a compass. If one of those amulets always shines in my presence, it's probably how you found me in Flandern. Why do you possess such a thing?
Where do you get this knowledge, huh? You're right. But sorry, Glenn, I can't tell you more than I already have. I'm under an oath, and it's also best for your health.
That's about the kind of answer I was expecting.
I can promise you, though, that you'll definitely get your answers. Until then, we should just stay alive.
I can probably ask all I want and you'll keep quiet. So, fine, I won't ask any more questions ever.
Thanks, Glenn. But for now, let's unpack our stuff and move on to Basel.
New side quests available. You are now a licensed clan, which allows you to travel through Valandis armed. With your airship, you can travel around the world to find new locations or revisit previous ones. That would probably fit almost a little better, maybe, but they keep using Luffy's laugh of she.
So it's not really like a...
It's just Anyway, around the world there are people who would love to join your clan. Find them and invite them to Hermit's Island. Some of them have certain abilities that can contribute to the party. So yeah, now we're Suikoden. Sometimes you get a notification that a new side quests are available. You can view the starting point of each quest by checking the world map. You can do this while flying your airship or while in the teleport menu. Yay!
Thank you for trusting me, Glenn.
Victor can't reveal the reason yet, but you'll understand one day. Where is everyone? I want to talk to people. Have you noticed that Rob isn't insulting us as often as before? It started when we agreed to help him rescue Lynn from the Aurora. Oh no, he's trying to become not as shit of a person. And likely failing. But hey, he's trying for the moment. Yep, downstairs. I'm sorry, was that a kitty? Kitty! Yay! Kitty love. Why did the music become whimsical in here? Why do we have a whimsical pool of water? This is a wonderful song. Where are we? Still on Hermit's Island, right? Who the hell are you? Oh, this island should be perfect for your clan. If you want to get off from here, you should call your airship. There's our crystal. Oh, hi.
What are you doing here?
I was awaiting your arrival. I knew that your group would come to this island. You knew? How? Are you a fortune teller or what? Because I'm a fortune... Wait, what? How did you know? Are you a fortune teller yourself? How is this possible? You're asking a lot of questions for being a fortune teller. Damn it, I was too slow. This clan is already taken by a rival. Actually, it's not. I'm no fortune teller. It made the most sense, I guess. You are not? Hey! You're not! I know. Of course I do. So let me lend you my talents. I can help you find your destiny on this continent. She probably took a long voyage here. We can't turn her down, can we? We absolutely can. I guess not. No, we absolutely can turn her down. We have no need for a fortune teller. As predicted, I'll find myself a nice little place to do my business. Come visit me anytime. Congratulations! Felora joined the clan. You can pay her money to receive clues on where to find new recruits for your clan. Great. Well, at least we have a nice little beach here. I should probably learn a skill for everyone. Hey, Lynn. Get some health. Ooh, and also big boosties all around. Excellent. You. Increase your TP. Heck yeah. You. You don't use normal attack very much, though. Oh, because I keep using your skills more than anything. Let's increase your agility because you are slow as fuck. Yay. As for you, more defense. Actually, more mind. Yeah, more mind. And for Glenn. Excuse me, chunky health boy. And finally, Rob. Rob. Defense. Alrighty. Back to wandering. Exactly. Turning her down, back to the sea. Hello, Rob. There are mushrooms growing on this island that I haven't seen before. Maybe I can use them for a new concoction. Hi, Haku. This island is great. If you find me the men, I might build a little port for our airships. That'd be cool, instead of the one junker we got. I mean... Well, I will admit, I do like this island. It is a nice, peaceful little place, seems like. Wait, can we go this way? Yes, what's in this cave? No, it's just two exits to the same place. Got it. Ah, here's the fortune teller. For 1,000 ARC, I can find you new recruits. Hell no. That's a bedroom. That's a bedroom. That's a bedroom. That's a bedroom. Apples. That's a bedroom. This is just the beginning, Glenn. From here on out, we will reconquer Valandis. I am sure of it. I don't want to conquer anything. That sounds like your brother, frankly. Talking about conquering shit. Ah, more stairs down. A kitchen. Another kitty. We have 2 kitties. Yay! 2 happy kitties. Some barracks, it looks like. And over here, some barrels. And here's our sky armor. And by our sky armor, I mean some generic sky armor just hanging out. We don't have any buffos yet. We may or may not get some, I don't know. I imagine this place will look nicer and nicer the more people we get involved here. Alrighty, so, I should probably get up onto the surface. No, this is... Look, another kitty. That one I can't pet, though. It's just I didn't notice it before is all. I want to go outside. There we go. How do I get into my airship is the question. Okay, so we got one side quest right there. I see it, but I don't know how to get to it. And I can't get into my sky armor. No, the crystal doesn't do anything. It's just a fast travel location. I can't talk to it. I guess let's warp somewhere and see what happens. Boop. Hi. I can't sell you anything. I need this stuff for myself. Okay? Can you believe the city was once called the Dancing City? Sure. And I do notice these, fish. I do certainly notice the, guards around here. Do you see the man hanging there? That's my husband, who stole a loaf of bread for our child. Oh dear. What are you looking at? Move on or I'll throw you in a cell. How dare you talk to me, the princess, like that? Oops. I should not have said that. I'm not leaving this house. At least not with these soldiers on patrol. I have enough provisions that can last me another week. Princess Amalia and the Resistance will surely free our city. I mean, maybe. Kitty. Sir, can you spare a coin? I am a lady. I always saw the possibility that we might lose this war against Taran. I always thought that one day they might conquer this city, but I never thought they would ever stop the Dancing City from dancing. The will of its people is shattered. Yeah, that's what happens when assholes get in control. Man, yeah, all this stuff is all just... These were full of people before. Oh no! The boss of the market district is a fish skeleton now. Do you mean the desert soldier? Have you forgotten what these Ascanians did to your family in Aiden? They didn't show them any mercy either. Poor guy. Yeah, find my way to the underground and see what they're talking about down there. Where does this take me? Oh, right back in here. We've already talked to that statue. I really need to find more statues. Now that I have sky armor, I might be able to actually. And I imagine the game is going to be slightly less, hey, you're not allowed to go this way, to me about things as well. Here we go. Y'all okay in here? What's your business? Nothing? Then please leave. Sorry. No. I mean, I could have business with you. Would you like to open a business? My hatred for Ascania runs deep, but upon seeing all these corpses, I've lost any desire for revenge. What are we humans even doing? That's a good question, young man. Hello, depressed Foxman fishing. I hope you have a very good catch. Please, Princess Amalia, save us. Not only does the woman in this act into our sick and wounded, she also takes care of shells. Helping shells is pretty useless, but if you ask me, nothing can rescue them from their fate. That aside, she's also a fortune teller. Strange combo. Sorry, we're not taking anyone new. I'm not in the mood to. I'm not in the mood for anything, actually. Yeah, but look at all these shells. The game has done nothing to explain what the heck they are. Helping people is my passion. It's what everyday heroes do. Aha! Oh, it's just a bogan. But we got this. We got that sword at least. Does that mean I have a reward board now? No. That would have been really cool if I got that, you know, before now. Back when we could first get it.
I don't want to join the walls.
The merchants fled the city the moment the enemy soldiers entered. Now there are no ships left to flee this rotten place. I mean, you can come to Hermit's Isle and just hang around doing nothing like you're doing right now. Well, here's a ship right here. Oh, it's a Taran ship. Never mind. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. No loitering. Move your ass. Or do you want to join the lovely people adorning the wall? They won't let me commandeer. If they don't have a dialogue box above their head, I can't touch them. And if they don't sparkle, they won't give me an item. Where did the Adventurers Guild go, by the way? No, I don't want to be back out here. I wanted to... There's one more path in here, something that I could have gone do, potentially. Nope, that's just me out here again. Oh ho! All out ram! Level 4, level 4, level 3, level 3. I did, yes. We summoned them from the sky. Lose 5 HP, get 5% stronger. Cool. Fly higher. A duck quacked at me. More sky armor. 4 element resist ram. Hell yeah. Who doesn't have ram yet? You. Resist 4 elements. Fire, water, earth, and wind. Heck yeah. Rise up. Yeah, there's not really anything down here though, but... Bum ba da 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 da. Let me land in the city. Hello, bird. Where are we? Oh, they're in this area. Sure, I totally know what's going on over here. Wait, have we gone into that cave before? No. No, no, no. Can't hover over that water. Use your sky armor to hover over water. Except don't. Oop. Oop. Real Rudy for not letting me go wherever I want, game. Ba da 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 dum bum ba da. Oh ho. What is this place? The door is locked. Well, break it down then. Attacker's Ram. Raises attack and agility and crit. Cool. Bum ba da 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 da. Hello, Saliva. I'm going to ruin you. Hell yeah. Do you also want to be ruined, crabs? Ooh, crystals. Wind attack and HP drain. More crib. Yay, things. A manor key. That probably lets me into the place on the lake. All immunity, Ram. Exchange parts. Lift off. Ooh. Crystals, crystals, crystal. No, crystals. Yay. Okay, so we go back down here. We got that one pointing this way. Where did this one go? There it is. Pointing this way. Because that's the only one that lines up with anything, right? Where did they go again? I'm bad at seeing things. Yeah, because nothing else lines up for those two. That one kind of follows along that line. But I did learn a little bit ago as well, and by a little bit ago I mean last time, that it's not just tiles in places, it could also be just the ground hanging out. Or I can just still not be able to find that thing. Maybe I found it at some point without realizing it. Because I had checked all around everywhere for that treasure. Anyway, I don't want to actually go to Basil yet, because that's plot, and we have a side quest we can potentially do at some point in here. But I do have a manor key, and I'd like to utilize that. Oh, you can get in now. Welcome to the manor. It is horribly destroyed by some sort of potentially werewolf-type creature. To the point that this rubble and destruction creates a maze. Oh, down we jump. Hi. Oh, hi. What are you doing here? Exploring? Well, I'm here along the same lines. I'm studying the background of the family that once lived here. A very scandalous backstory, I must add. Sir Gon Watchtel and Lady Watchtel built this manor isolated from the outside of on this lonely island about 200 years ago. And do you know the reason for it? You might think they were husband and wife, but they were actually siblings. Siblings that had a romantic relationship. Is that how werewolves come into being in this world? They hid this fact from others, and pretending they had no feelings for each other, they feared that the servants might get wind of it and reveal it to the villagers. Lord and Lady Wachtel had separate bedrooms, but if you check the walls, you will find a secret passage between them. Intriguing, ain't it? Sure. Bang. So you're telling me to go back upstairs, find a bedroom, and then I will be able to traverse further. Aha. There we go. Treasure? A rusty rapier. Karen's coin bag. Allows one to use the boat in Ograna grottos. Oh. A rusty weapon. Useless unless there's a secret power hidden within it. I mean, probably. Well, I guess that's it for this place. Rise! Speaking of... Can I land here? Yes. Welcome to the grotto. We finally found another entrance. Which means we're probably going to start running into vampires and stuff here. Ancient coins! Yay! Cannot use the things here. Okay, so one of these directions, depending on where exactly the other one's trying to angle. Found it. 303,100. Ah! Y'all wanna... Ah, it's right there. Y'all wanna fight me? I assume you're an enemy under that bucket. There we are. Goblin Knights with their angry gibberish. You got nothing for me to steal, you fool. Ow! Weak to earth, huh? Oops, she did. Get a defense buff for everyone else for now, I guess. Get rid of that buff, please. Awaken Sienna's spirit. Drink the soup. Ow. Ow. Yeah, let's bring Glenn in here. And say maybe you're not allowed to hurt as much. Does the double weakness do anything? I should probably use Life Sucker, but... Yes, sorta. Alrighty. Ow. Wrong one. I meant to use the one that fucking gives a... You know, just give a meal. Give a meal to Bathraz. We have overheated. Ow. Remove the overheat, please. Thank you. Overheating again because I'm a fool. You pop you in because you also have stuff. Petal Storm active. Pedal Storm with heavy and a weakness to earth. Hell yeah. Ow. We have managed to defeat the goblins. We got 2 SP for it. Moss. Platinum ore. Wait, is that everything we can do on our side here? Have to find another goddamn entrance? I mean, I realize there are other goddamn entrances, but fucking goddamn it. Alright, well, we came through here at least. We found an entrance. That was cool. Nearly got our ass handed to us by goblins. Less cool, but you know what happens. Alrighty. Rising up. Take that slimy worm. Cap this mushroom. Alright, so there's not really much of anything else around here unless there's something over in the map over this side. Sure, fight me, Saliva. Goodbye, Saliva. We managed to find our way up through there before. Crystals. There's a merchant. Let's sell some stuff. Nowadays, the eyelashes are worth more than the enemy's eyebrows. You've heard that young girls in the free cities use these together with makeup. Freaking 20 of them, wow. Mini Triton. Maybe someone would want this as a toy for their child? Is this blood on the tip? You've heard of the musical genre in Hraith that they call icecore. This has nothing to do with it. Bitter onions, silk thread, succulent fruit, dandapanther, antennae, fairy wings, capless mushroom, plain stone, ancient coin. It brings good luck to throw a coin into a well. Ograne is where all of these coins wash up. That's not how wells work? Whatever, the story sounds good. Forgotten lamp, turtle-shaped potato, moss. No moss, your loss, as some people in the Einzelike say. Victor explained the word moss is the word for money there. It doesn't really make much sense. New deals. So, one more old bark still for that. Stolen diamond and a gobbly tentacle for that one. We need one ball of hair, 4 scraps of iron, and 2 sperm. Delightful. Still need stolen diamonds there. 1 more ancient coin gets us sun and moon. 4 more ancient coins. Yeah. All these things too. Well, important thing is we got some things, I guess. I don't know why I'm flying around like this as if I'm going to suddenly notice an open new area amongst these things, because this area was very cut and dry about what. With the exception to this thing, apparently. But as we can see there, we have to come up from inside to get a very shiny special chest. So that's going to be something we find our way through Ograne to get, I think. And now we've changed zones to this one, which does have more areas weirdly set around and things. Such as if we go over here, we got this. I think we have technically... Yep, we've won an encounter against horn lizards without taking any damage now. Kill. Yes, there is an emblem here somewhere in some capacity. Many more things too, I'm sure. Is that a... No, that's not a climb down spot. That's just an empty hole of stuff. I mean, plus this whole middle section here, yeah, that we weren't able to go to before. It's some sort of mine. And now we're here. And obtain a biologist ram and mage's ram. Wrong thing, sky armor. Alrighty, biologist ram. More damage against beasts, aquatics, and plants. Neat. Why have I removed... Why don't I have all immunity ram equipped to someone? Gonna go ahead and just give that to you right now. And TP and magic power, that's kind of your whole shtick there, so bam. I feel like giving you the ability to just block, resist elements is going to be better than your evasion stuff, because it's not a very good evasion either. Alrighty. Down again. Bip bop. Oh ho. Found the buried treasure. 7,009. Ah! Now there's that there too. There are also two, oh, still got two of those guys to find as well. Another hidden cave somewhere. Should probably keep my eyes open for that. Look at them. They are adorable. Who are you? I'm going to destroy you. Alpharon. Althoron. They can be canned, but they can't be stolen from. You got a wind shot, a quick repair, and a fire shot. Yeah, so we got quick repair and wind shot with you. You didn't die. That's pretty surprising. Complete overhaul, revive evil, and a smash. Single physical blow dealing somewhere between those damages. Nice. And 1 to 5 physical attacks, dealing not very much damage. A light shot. Nice, nice, nice. Anyway, sweep your legs. Right, I should... The fact that you guys didn't die right away, and I'm not actually doing a whole lot of damage in general, is an indication that I should really be treating you properly. I'm sure... Oh, watch them. I'm sure based on what we can see when that their tongue comes out of that thing, it's probably going to be a bestiary entry being like, oh yeah, by the way, that thing is actually their mouth. Two Gamsbart. Seems to be some sort of bandit encampment. Ah, that's where these guys have been hanging out now. Just gonna Another set of those guys. That's one of them invisible bridges they were talking about. Not what I wanted. I'll do it again just to get those. No, I wanted to fight me. Poison. Watching. I would love for you to use that ability when, like, not on the person in the very back of everything else. That'd be pretty cool. Hey, defeated 6 of them. Yay. A pebble. Alright, well. The door is locked. I need a key. I can't just fancy drop into your area right there. A mantis. Alright, well, let's see if we actually get into fights here or if we can talk to these bandits. Where are we? We're in the mountain range here, so yeah, still not anywhere near that side quest. No entry. Leave. Okay. So, can't do anything about that right now there. Oop. I mean, we can get a rock bottom. I guess that'll be the next thing, because since those guys are no longer in rock bottom, we should be able to freely traverse it. We've also got this whole... all these items on the ground that I could / should be picking up. Just need to also find the final... what do you call it? The final hidden cave. Anything going on up here? Not really, no. Okay. Yeah, not really things going on in here, I don't think. Alright. We're at rock bottom, we're not allowed to fly here. Pebble. Bloody compass. There, see, we're allowed in again. Because they're gone. I don't remember why I wanted to come in here. I think because we had like one more treasure chest to look for. And I wasn't sure where it actually was. So it's a matter of just wandering the town to try to find it. Bum ba da da dum bum bum ba dum. Bloody compass. Oh yeah, it was also a matter of no, I think we got the choice of like, are you sure we want to leave yet? We did the thing here. Can't jump down into his warehouse anymore. Alright, I think this was the way to leave then. Maybe that's what it was I came down here and poked up here, and then suddenly things were happening again. And I hadn't had a chance to instead poke up here. Okay, let me... maybe the other way around. But that's just the next area. Or the next portion of the area. So we go down here, get another bloody compass. Drinking stock. A rock. Okay. Armor up. Back on the street. Ah! Well, we found... Oh, crab! Even unlocked? We smart... We talk! Welcome to the crab village. There's a statue I like. We found it. Buy? What can I buy from crabs? We can buy crab from crabs. Okay. Would you like crap back? A hat made out of a dead monster's hair. That's what the game's bird is. I guess I failed to sell the mini tridents before. New deal has been unlocked. Achievement unlocked. Customer is king. So we need 2 Heart of the Baki to get the penultimate material pack. The selling crap did not help with anything, it looks like. It's mildly disappointed. Oh well. What do I need for that one that doesn't cost anything? That's more margin coins, right? Okay, well. Because I finally paid attention enough to the map to be like, how the heck did we get to this section? Now we can get... Would you like to pray to the heroes of Leonar? Yes.
I greet ye, adventurers of Volandis. My voice, echoing through thy heart, shall bestow upon thee the power of ages long gone by. Prove thyself worthy, and thou shalt receive the gift.
Oh no, Puppos. Robo-Puppos, Terror Terriers, weak to earth, huh? Defense, everyone. Ow, ow. 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 Bum. Got heavy on some of them. Ow. A muck run? Ow. 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 Oh god. Pretty sure Bothraz is going to be dead at the end of this. But so should... Oh, also, God, eat her as well. And didn't actually kill the bottom puppy. Disappointing. Let's actually bring in Rob because he doesn't have his HP dropped. This is probably going to be a bad choice, but let's get some things killed first. Alrighty. Angel Wing there. A meal for you. Ow. Ow. We're overheated. Angel Wing. That was a good thing to defend against. Oopsie doopsie there, I guess. Swap over to here, gain attack stance. It's a dangerous choice, but yeah, what else are we gonna do? Alright, puppy dead. Everyone heal up. Puppy bleeding. Not dead. But we have survived the encounter. And we got 2 balls of hair. 9 SP, but most importantly, we get a new crest. I feel like it's going to be some kind of Beastmaster. You have mastered the challenge, brave warriors, and proven thyself worthy. Accept the emblem offered by Hera the Bandit. I was wrong. Now go forth, brave warriors, and curious adventures, for thee are the future of Eldria. Find the class emblem. We got Bandit. It increases speed, attack, HP, and critical, deceiving the targets in order to rob their purses. Steal an item with 40% chance. Raises chance to be attacked by an enemy by 1. Could be finding a flashlight in their eyes, I guess. Raise agility and chance of triggering a poison hit. Very low, but you get the ability to poison things in one hit. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Glenn, are you done being a warrior yet? Not quite. Almost done learning that, at least. You're almost done being a... You are also not anywhere really near done learning how to be a vampire. You don't got anything right now, so we can give it to you, I guess. You also don't have anything. And... Sure. You can get rid of one of the jumps for it. Congratulations, Lynn. You are now a bandit. Most of that's thing about Victor to start with. I'm like, he is slow as fuck. Same with Bothraz. But Bothraz is being a cleric right now. And I assume he is not quite there yet either. Yeah, no, he's still a bit of a ways away. Bam, 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 bam. Bum, ba, 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 da, da, da. Well, anyway. Yeah, Lynn, you are a bandit now, so remove that. Gain easy robbery. Swap out. Swap out wind jump, I guess. For a third eye. Granted, I haven't been doing too much with third eye. Let's put wind jump. Yeah, I want water jump, fire jump. We'll still swap out wind jump for that flashlight ability, even though I don't really care that much about that one. But still, you know, why not? Then you've got your shave TP, which you are definitely going to just keep. You know what? Here. There you go. You've mastered Flying Killer. You don't need it anymore. Put save TP there. I'm also going to want that. You don't need your TP up by a bunch like that, I don't think. Heavy strike. That way you can be learning agility up. And poison it. Alright, there we go. And also, we have obtained two things here. Achievement unlocked, reward junkie. Got a class emblem, and we found the hell of them. Haven't completed that quest yet. We've already done that one. Need to kill 3 more BBs. Find 1 more buried treasure somewhere in here, the hidden cave. Win against the Medusan Vipers without using any skill. Easily enough done with our big old robots. Summon a treasure chest, explore most of the area, and defeat the friends. We have a Grimoire shard to get. And now we've gotten it, which means we have a level of skill for everyone. Ha da 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 da. Increase your attack or your magic power. Increase your defense, I guess. Increase defense. Yeah. Bum bum. More health. Bum ba dum. Bum. Magic defense. The magic defense. Alright. Okay. Still have more, more to wander and explore and get and stuff, but we have found the class emblem at least. Finally. And once we find those, there they are. Fight me, BB. Heck yeah. Still need to fight some more of them, but, probably find I got one right here. Oh, that's a treasure chest we never got. Some snackies. I want to go to the... Yeah, to this place. With a dude... Ooh, more importantly... Thing. Android RAM. What does Android RAM do? More damage against humans and machines. I guess that makes sense, but... Hello, old dude.
Hope is the denial of reality. It is the carrot dangled before the draft horse to keep him plodding along in a vain attempt to reach it.
Okay. You were probably a Kickstarter backer. We still have more place to go up here with this. Treasurer Ram. That one sounds like something I might actually equip. 20% chance of retaining a used item and also 10% chance to get an additional drop. Yeah, I want to equip that. I should probably leave this one on, but no, Treasurer. Dry Strike, Dark Attack. Ah, member of the Adventurers Guild. Let me help you give you some hints for unique monsters. Firstly, I've heard that when people land on an island in the Valley of Cortara, they were attacked. Secondly, if you kill a lot of water flies, then Mother will appear and search for the killer. She's often seen at the highest peak of the north of Cortara. Okay. So the highest peak, huh? I probably haven't killed enough water flies anyway. Where is the valley, though? Problem with unique monsters is that some of these things don't make a whole lot of sense to me. Look, shadows on the backdrop. Treasure. Iron perennials, what? Iron pollens. Raise resistance against earth and also some defense boosties by a little bit. That lets us jump down there, I guess. There we go. Fight me, hat birds. And that is the mountain bees. Bum ba dum. I guess I could have gotten to that by jumping down like that, and I just never noticed. Fight me, 5 eggs. Hell yeah. Found the cave. And 380. Ah! Brake extender. I don't want to extend my brake. My brake is fine for the moment. If we just get, figure out Two-Winged Angel, or get that other buried treasure, it's a nice line of things that we'd suddenly gain access to. I'm sorry, where is this? Oh, the town that we found Glenn in. Just sitting, I'm like, what town? What? Why is there a town here? I don't remember a town, but here it is, a town that I remember. Even though I said I didn't. That's the wrong way. We're not allowed to go into that top piece of the map yet. Fine. What about that area down there? Gotta leave here first, though. Leaving town. Fly. Down. Over. Oh, we've been there. This is the valley. We found the unique monster. Weak to earth, huh? Ow! Dwelly of the Valley. Miss. Mo. We are a little too far in the other direction over there. Wing flap. Ow. Overheating. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. Yeah, we got this. Defeat Dwelly of the Valley. Kill. Not tied to anything else. Oh, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that one again too. And by again, I mean just do it. Just got to get to the right area. SP up RAM. What is SP again? No, SP. Right, SP. We are level 5 now. We got Berserk mode gained as well as Silence Salvo. These are still level 4. So not as useful. Ah, up here is the peak. So kill more water bugs and said it's not really northernmost, it's westernmost. So maybe it's not the peak though, it's just you know, it's a really high windy place over here. am I trying to do again at this point? Oh, I wanted to find Medusan vipers. There's one. Oh no, we took damage. There. Achievement unlocked, Brutal Battler. What an encounter against Medusian Vipers without using any skills. It has been done. Still not connected to the chain because we need to complete that quest, but oh well. Okay, well. Let's wander to another area, I guess. These are also all quests. Hello, you three. When encountered against scorpions with only 8 actions, when encountered without using a healing skill, and when an encounter without allowing the enemy to take more than 4 actions. Well then. More delights for me. I need to kill one more scorpion, and then we can add this whole little set to the chain. That'll be cool. Also those. A class emblem here as well to find. Passive RAM. What does that do? Counter TP regen. 30% chance that we start regenerating TP and our attack goes up and we just attack something. Okay, neat. I still love this song. I don't remember if I got that. Maybe. I really don't like that there's no way to actually track what buried treasures you've gotten beyond just knowing how many buried treasures in this particular area have you found. Alrighty, so if we go this way, got a couple little islands that we probably actually have hit all of them because they're just right here in the middle. Anything over here we haven't necessarily hit? I saw those scorpions. I'll go deal with them. Okay. Hello, scorpions. How dare you? There we go, 49 chain, which means we have another sacred water. Oh, well, here we go. I would like to pray. I greet ye, adventurers of Volandis. My voice, echoing through thy heart, shall bestow upon thee the power of ages long gone by. Prove thyself worthy, and thou shalt receive the gift. Oh, it's just scorpions and owls. That's super easy to deal with. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. 40% chance to steal. Failure. 90% chance to steal. Success. Defense boosties. Dark Spear for the owl. Steal from the owl. Failure. Steal better from the owl. Success. Burn. We're gonna overheat. Burn, burn. Unfortunately, I'm gonna make us overheat more. We need some heals. Not good heals, granted, but heals nonetheless. Hey, Glenn, come in. We need some help here. He is poisoned. Herbal brews on yourself, I guess. Re-poisoned, except resisted. Haha, you fool. That would actually be quite nice to drop it. Or we can do that and attempt once more an easy robbery. Failure. Gold ore. Alright, there we go. No, we don't want to do that again. We want to I guess do that. Once more, Cosmo Orchestra. Alright, let's do it from the owl. Alrighty, let's use some jumps to give people some heavy. I don't think I saw any heavy. Yep, no heavy. Poison sting. Ow. Ah, kind of set of gear at least. Once more, attempt to put heavy on someone. Nope. Attempt to paralyze someone. Nope. Storm active now, at least. There we go, heavy on the scorpion. Also poisoned. Okay, you get out of there. She managed to survive, but then not. Get up. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. I would say fair, but that really wasn't. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just use an Angel Wing, because I'm not sure if he actually gets things if he's down at the start of battle. Poke. Old Bark, excellent. You have mastered the challenge, brave warriors, and proven thyself worthy. Accept the emblem offered by Rainier the Shaman. Now go forth, brave warriors, and carry adventures, for we are the future of Elderia. Achievement unlocked, son of a preacherman. What was that one about? Ah, find 6 class emblems. Okay. Cool. Alrighty, show. Journal, reward board. Bam, class emblem. Oh, and now we gotta find out what that class emblem is. And raise magic by 10%, raise TP gains through normal attacks by 5. Wielding the power of nature, magic, mind, and TP up a healthy chunk. So that's the sort of thing to potentially give, you know, to actually give to Bathraz instead, you know, to help his general magical capabilities, or to Lynn here. To actually help her magical capabilities. Also gain a magical water attack, Aqua, dealing 1.5 times damage, and an earth attack. Which is actually even more useful for Bathraz because he does not have water or earth himself. You know what? Except for the fact of waiting for the sake of and it had to be put into one of these right here. Yeah, heal all down there, but I can't put heal all up here. Yeah. Annoying. Yeah. Just the thought in mind that it's like if I freaking give Victor back HP plus, or not HP, but heal all, then we can put Bathraz back into offensive duty more than anything. Also, by doing that, though, we now have heal all maxed. We don't have to worry. I mean, Awakened Spirit is more of a concern over here, I guess, that we don't have that, but we also have items for that. Long and short of it is I'm saying I want to give you Shaman. So we can give you Cleric, just so that everyone in the party has a class emblem right now. Swap puts heal all back on you regardless. Give you Terra for now. We got 2 sets of magic ups. Your magic's all the higher. And TP gain up, why not? Yeah. Yeah. Now we've gained both of those, so we can maybe swap you out of something at some point too. Oh, yeah. Mind up. Silence resist. Not that you have magic, but, you know. It's the thing you learn from the thing, you know? All that good stuff. Oh. Bum bum ba-dum 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 bum bum ba-dum 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 ponder. What are you learning counterattack from? What do you have on? Monk, right. I remember. HP boosties. And Sienna, you still can't really do much with yours. Like at all. We can increase the chance of pilfer to 100%. That's tempting. Or we can just continue to hold off until we can get you something good, like a bit of a speed up on Petal Storm power. Granted, Petal Storm is the one we've been like, maybe we should just drop that, but whatever. Anyway. So we've gotten that. We got the class emblem from this place, but we still have a lot of areas to explore over here as well. More of them owls. Also, this is a later-ish area, so, you know, the things that we can get here are worth more. Yay. Did we? Yeah, we've gone through all of the things up here, more or less. Oh, not here. Not this. Critical chance ram. What does that one do? Probably increases crit rate. Yep, plus 10%. And critical damage up as well. Not bad. Now we're down here. Sure, fight me, Sporman. You have no chance to survive. Make your time. I see, we're not allowed to go down, huh? I want that. We can fight you first, birds. Status resist 1 ram. Ah, we have gained the ability to come down here. Oh god, you are horrifying. Da Capo. Die. Defeat Da Capo. I guess that was just a, yeah, one of the unique monsters just hanging out. What's inside the cave? There's a loud sound in the far distance. You don't think you can reach it from here. That sounds like, oh, yep, welcome once again in here. We have flipped another switch inside of the grotto. I will sprinkle some of the fluid on the fungus. I will do it again. I see another fungus to sprinkle fluid on. There we go. That was rude of you for not letting me actually fly around. There's another one. And another one. And another one. Ah, tulip. And yet more. Blue plate. Maybe starting from here, we are able to now make more progress. Nope. Because I can't fly up or disembark while on top of the mushrooms. It's not enough. But if we're standing here, we can fly up like this, and then we can actually get around these a little better. To maybe find a proper starting point otherwise, like right here. With a thin wire and some fluid sprinkled. And some more fluid sprinkled. More fluid sprinkled. We're just creating a really long bridge for some reason. You can loop around here now, though. And sprinkle more fluid. All that did right here is let me. Oh, we got that as well now. I think I might have connected all the islands now. Not quite. I gotta get to that. Not possible to land on there for our shelves. Oh, but I want that golden ram. But it looks like I probably... Yeah, it seems like I'm going to need to like come through the grottos or something. Because I imagine that cave, wherever it was, up here. No, that's that thing. I imagine this one will more or less finish it off, hopefully. And that we get there through that cave opening up. Rather than getting into that area and then be able to go somewhere from there. Anyway, welcome here. Elemental Cannon M200. It's stronger. Boop. And welcome to the Spore Desert, I guess. Mushroom, thin wire. Lost badge, tulip. Stinky powder. Your eyes are really shining, princess. It is so exciting to explore such different places. Look how much sand there is everywhere. Oh, it's not Spore? The only thing clouding the view for the reason is why it looks like this.
There are much larger deserts that are completely natural.
Even bigger?
Yep, and they can even move.
Moving deserts. Bum ba dum bum bum ba da da. They don't have any weaknesses. Bum ba dum bum ba bum bum ba dum.
Rude.
Rude. Rude. Rude. Rude. Rude. Alright, we need to focus on actually removing some of these fighters from the thing. That one's gonna die poison. Or to leg sweep. That's 2 gone. Rude. Ba-ba-na-na. The sudden realization that we are going to, the sharks are about to do something. That shark just straight up killed. Yeah, they just straight up destroys. It's BS. Hey, got a sandy fin though. Kinda has, thank you. Hi. Dune Charger, weak to Earth. Oh, so of course you attack Sienna. I see how it is. Bum bum ba dum bum ba dum bum ba dum. Slow charge. That's not allowed. Should probably do the defense thing that we were supposed to do before. Damn. Ow! Okay, bye-bye. We found a cave. That's more important than fighting terrifying horses. Ooh, a new rapier, the Concierge. A type of sword with a slender and pointed blade. Not to be confused with a type of sword with a slender and pointed blade, or a type of sword with a slender and pointed blade. Alrighty. How dare you lead me to more sand sharks? I should really wait to do that until after I've used that. Really, everyone? Bullshit. And there's that one just straight up dead again. Vital Strike is a bullshit ability. Yeah, fine. I'm out of this fight. Not where I was intending. I was going to try to go around you. Because I'm trying to follow these heckin' arrows. Not sure they're really actually pointing at anything, though. It's like, yeah, that arrow pointing down here. And that arrow is pointing this way. Which is nothing. Oh, X marks the spot, though. Soul of Farnese. Legendary material used to upgrade ultimate weapons. Well, I'm glad I followed the arrows, then. More than anything, I'm glad I bothered to notice the arrows. Offense drones 2000. Oh, we don't have offense drones there yet then. Or is that going to be the same thing as the support drones? Okay, it's the same thing as the support drones, but better. South of here stands a chapel. It's from a time when a church tried to set foot in Volandis hundreds of years ago. Do you realize what this means? Sorry. Yes! It was built before the explosion that destroyed Perpetua. Everything around it was destroyed, but for some reason the building still stands. Mysterious. We are researchers from Vati. You know the city, right? The Pearl of the Jungle, the center of all wisdom. We will analyze the strange behavior of this area and then add it to the great library of Jamarina. Go ahead and grab those. Okay, so that's the only one of these I've seen. So if I can find another one that'll help triangulate, I will go into that chapel soon enough and probably regret it. There it is again. Now that points up at nothing. That points that way. So it feels like it's most likely to be the one in this direction. But again, without the another option to help center it. It's also very hard for me to focus on this ground and be able to say with any measure of certainty if I've seen the thing or missed it, because I probably missed it. It's probably flown by it like 2 or 3 times and just, messed up and didn't see it. Anyway, welcome to the chapel that I probably can't get into yet. The door is locked. I'll find a key in due time. Oh. I feel like that one's glowing more than usual. Ah! Yak. Yak, but not yak. I'd like to get in there and get that treasure, but I don't see a way to do so. Yeah, kind of the same with all this. Okay, we've at least gotten ourselves lower. Hello, not yak. Oh God. My mistake, Black Sheep. I will leave you alone.
And I can't go into that final area up there. Oh, no, that's just the glow that they have, I guess. And right, that's what this place is. So maybe now that maybe we can find that chest we didn't find before in here. Or at the very least, we can, go into the Adventurers Guild and be like, "Hey, give me my reward." "Hello there. You freed the Valley of Dwelly? Well done. Some meals and some money. Keep up the good work." "Hello there. Excalibur is only a myth now, yes?" "Money. Keep up the good work." "Hello there. I hope you sauteed this De Capo fiend. Ambrosia and money. Keep up the good work." "Hello there. Keep up the good work." "Yes, I would like to sell things to you." "You took your time to turn all the hair into a fine ball of hair." Some magician hats, some bloody compasses, drinking, 5-leaf clovers, mango, newt, mantis, snake cheek, lizard tail, stingers, carrot noses, thin wires, old bark, that's the most important one of these things, blue plate, mush broom, creepy mask, lost badges, flesh cap. You ripped it off your enemy and shouted, "Now you are no capo." Tulips, lemon, stinky powder, sandy fin. It's not a fin with a lot of sand on it. It's actually a fin made out of sand. Sand sharks are born without it and grow it over the years by wetting sand with their excrement. I believe we should have gotten... I guess we didn't with the other ones. That's fine. New deals have been unlocked. We can finally obtain Sword and Great Sword 4, a silver sword and a bastard sword. Sword 6. We just need some scraps of iron, some soldier crests, and some hair with electricity, which probably comes from those horses. Still need stolen diamonds, one more ancient coin there, ancient coin there. And yeah, not much else going on with those, that's okay. Alrighty. And I think we will finish off tonight a little early by reading. Let me just share. I got another one in here. All the hidden caves. Excellent. Got to win an encounter with an all-girl team, though. Then we'd have another set of 2, 3 in the chain. Not quite enough to get to that. And if we can find one more treasure chest here in Tormund... Let's actually do that before. I forgot I was going to do that. I was going to say is, finish it all off with reading the new bestiary entries, and then end things a little early, just because why not, tired and stuff. But nope, I didn't want to leave Tormund. But for all I know, it'll take me a half hour to struggle to find that final chest. I want to get to that doggo. We can get down here, which gives us that chest, but that doesn't really actually help us out. here. If we go down this way, we can get out of 2. But we've been out here before. And it don't help. Or we can go in here, where we've talked to that doggo, and that lady. And if we leave one, that just takes us back to the main area of things. So it makes it seem like the answer is, what are you guarding? I mean, in theory, there's probably no way to actually get over there. It just makes it seem like there is because it's a doggo. Can I get inside the castle? Ha 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 ha. No. There we go here. There's this door. Oh, we've been in here before. We go here. We can loop around like this, but we've already been back here and got that chest. Can't go inside that chapel. Can't go anywhere else of these areas based on the map. Nothing going on in there that we haven't already done. Yeah. Yeah. I got no idea where that chest could be. On the other hand, have I been on that section? That's 2 down there, but that's... That chest is hidden anywhere, then it feel like it'd be there then, 'cause that seems like a... We come out here and we're down there, but how do we get to that middle one up there? I just remembered I also have the ability to use this. There's a building there. Maybe it's a door we can exit by going in here and up here, and look at that, a door that I don't think I noticed before. There's the chest. Found 9 treasures, 4 lozenges. It is now a nice chain of... If he agrees, I will switch in every turn. Still can't do that. Yeah, that's a nice set of 55 chain. Just need haven't fought Hanadals yet. Ah, the Roll-on Fields, 4th buried treasure. Goblin's Dilemma. Some more chests. On an encounter with an all-girls team. Alright, we're gonna go do that instead then, I guess, because I can. Remove from party. The chain's broken, so I don't think that would count as anything. But just in case. Alright. Or the little pissant enemies. There you are, we can fight you just fine. There we go. Look at... I'm sorry, does that not count as an all-girl team? Oh, because it has to be in the flowers of Perpetua. Okay, fair enough. Let's see who was up here. That was... you, I guess. I feel like the order of these things are not right at all. Good enough. Okay, now we're going to do the thing. See what things that I have fought here now and read it off, and then we'll call it good for tonight. Could wander the forest a little bit, beat up them worms with the sky armor maybe. Actually, that's... as I immediately change my mind again, as I am wont to do. Oh, never mind. I can't actually sky armor in the forest. At least not this section of the forest. Probably not in the forest at all, because it's a forest. Yeah, no sky armor here. Anyway. Okay. Then, yes, I'm going to, once again, do the thing I'm saying. Gazer King Owl. The King Owl is an intelligent creature that was not created by the Grand Grimoire in Perpetua. It existed on Volandis even when the fairies were all still infants and humans had yet to step foot on the land. A King Owl does not die, it just disappears after being defeated. Building a snowman is a popular hobby around Eldria in the winter, though not so much in Volandis. Here lives a Spore Man, a horrible fiend that evokes here lives a Spore Man, a horrible fiend that evokes fear in every citizen with its hideous appearance. Never would anyone try to build a snowman, only to scare half the village away. The effects of the outer area of the Grand Grimoire explosion are remarkable. This monster was an ordinary crab before the destruction of Perpetua. Due to an explosive mutation, its exterior changed almost completely. My apologies if that made a noise on me accidentally tapping the mic. Sand Shark. After the destruction of Perpetua, the sand sharks from Arcant migrated there. After all, Perpetua offered much more sand than the narrow coasts of the archipelago. They could only give me a sandy fin. There they are. Steeped in tradition, the Alforns, gathering colonies high up in the mountains. Eager to stand apart from their fellow creatures down in the valleys, they don a hideous garb and sound a mighty horn all day long, so that they may loudly taunt their daft neighbors below. Pokey. Alright. I mean, I feel like that wasn't just you, because you guys were super hard last time. But you are what we fought, but maybe it was somewhere else. But anyway. Here we go, a red wine gin.
A horrific monster that sleeps only in red wine bottles. There was no only there, just it sleeps in red wine bottles. Originally, they lived on the beach, but some washed up in the Leviathan Trench. They're pretty dry.
White wine gin.
A horrific monster that sleeps in white wine bottles. Originally, they lived on the beach, but some washed up in the Leviathan Trench. They're pretty lovely. I feel like white wines tend to be more dry than red wines, but okay. Seahorse Knight. The Seahorse Knight was once used as a mount by the Philoran. When they realized the aggressive nature of the seahorses, they bred more than they had riders in order to use them as independent fighting units. Unfortunately, the seahorses only rode into battle with riders, so they tied dolls to their backs.
Aurora Guard, a special unit of Taran stationed on the Aurora.
Taran Sky Armor. Taran invested a tremendous amount of money on countless sky armors. The most expensive part of them was the battery. With airships, while airships have an engine-produced engine for flying, the sky armor is far too small to house such an instrument. I feel like we've read this before. Ganderbranth holds a monopoly on batteries in its own wealth. Soldiers looking for relatively quiet service join the city guard. Fighting rarely occurs. Scadia Elemental. A collective of ethers. Elementals are very aggressive and unstable, making them difficult to research.
Ice Devil.
These little beasts are mean. Just plain mean. They only want to cause a little trouble. They often poke hikers in the back and then hide. They repeat this for hours until they get bored. Hence the saying that when one has a backache, an ice devil is poking me again. Hence the saying when one has a backache. An ice devil is poking me again.
Big Head.
In distant lands, the rumor of the Bigfoot persists. In Volandis, however, the big head is a reality. Its bushy eyebrows protect it from snowfall. Once they were hunted for their brows, these were used as sealants for machinery. And the Terror Terrier. General Kinrick had the idea for training dogs for combat. He had heard that other nations were doing the same. Without inspiration, he took the only native breed of dog, the Terrier. Unfortunately, it didn't seem threatening, so he gave it a dangerous-sounding name and put a rocket launcher on its back.
The Terror Terrier.
Teridian Sky Armor, same thing. A Goblin Knight, that's different. There are no real ranks among goblins. This goblin simply felt stronger than a normal soldier, so it called itself a knight. So that's where we fought and that hurt. Same information there. Dwelly of the Valley. Mighty monsters dwell in the deep gorges of Cortara. The strongest and most aggressive is Dwelly of the Valley. Its territorial behavior makes it immediately attack any travelers who get too close to the ravine.
It had 20,000 HP, and it dropped a curling eye, which I guess we might have accidentally sold without reading? Question mark? We've already done Excalibur. And Da Capo.
A false toadstool that is a result of Perpetua's mutations. A horrible creature with human features. No specimen has been killed so far. Not much is known about it. Does its body continue underground? Does it resemble a human body? Do we even want to know?
And we got that flesh cap. And bosses. Radio.
The Puppeteer, a hunter in Perpetua who uses illusions to impair the senses of its victims. Visually a spawn of hell, of which every inhabitant of Volandis can be glad that it was destroyed. Or was that also just an illusion?
The Puppet.
An illusion created by the Puppeteer. Its experience has shown that the representation of an angelic woman is the most seductive for the majority of travelers in Perpetua. Interesting. Galfred. Galfred is a Hyom, the most common species of humans in all of Eldria. They are native to all corners of the world except for Pangaea. The largest population of Hyoms live in the Einzreich. Bethusda is a Lisvin. Of the Lisvin, there are only males, and the propagation of their species happens through self-fertilization. Biologically, this actually makes them all females, but social convention makes them see themselves as males. That is actually a very interesting thing. I wonder if that means that we could include Bathra
Bathraz. I'm bad with his name. Her name. Their name. What was it? Yeah, Bathraz. I wonder if that means we could include them on the quote-unquote all-female party. Because their race are technically both all-male in terms of gender identity. But biologically, they're... yeah. Anyway. Brock. Brock is a polko. Although the common pig is among the smarter of the animals, this is not the case for the polko among humans. They are neither intelligent nor particularly strong or skilled and can hardly do anything above basic tasks. Fortunately, they lack the intellect to fall into depression. Nos is a polko, a species that looks like a humanoid pig. However, this is a great insult to the polko. Although they are not capable of much, they are still proud humans. The Jinn. A powerful magical being that resides in a Jinn bottle. The bottle's production facility is located in Hiraeth, the land of the High Brothers. However, this creature, whose origin is believed to be from Vadi, got into the bottle. How this creature, whose origin is believed to be from Vadi, got into the bottle, no one knows. The majestic Kortara Condor rules over the Kortara Mountains like a king. But since it has no natural predators and the food is abundant, it has gained considerable weight and lost much of its majestic appearance. In Gadri, one of the 6 generals of Taran. Unlike other nations, the title is hereditary, so even younger people like Alina can come to the rank. This is then rather symbolic. And Thelma, a bandit, Becker's boy. Okay, that's all the bosses. Alrighty. Well, we got some distance into things, and things have opened up yet further. I still want to figure out how to get to the side quests, but I don't know where they are or how. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. We'll be back to this soon enough, as always. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening and good sleeps and all that good stuff, and I will see y'all the next time. Good night.